Hey, it's your boy Mr. Red King. Today we're going to do something a little different. I've been harassed by Justin Puma and my man Optuan to do a top 5 sneaker collection. So without further ado, these will be my top 5, to me. Most of them pretty much have a story. Some of them is just what it is. So if you've been following my channel, if you talk to me from that time to time, then you'll probably know that my first and only in order pick, my number one shoe that I would never get rid of would be the Clyde Undefeated. Now, this shoe came out in 2012, 13. I think it was early 13, but it released early in some places, so I was able to pick it up in 2012. The mindset I had was this was the pair that I was going to wear when my son was born. So he was born April 13, so these were the shoes that I wore. That is why they are special to me. Now, Puma did pull a fast one, and they kind of re-released the shoe just without the Undefeated collaboration. I mean, it's basically the exact same shoe, except where you have your Undefeated here, you have it on the tongue. Let's see if we can get this out. You have on the tongue there's the Undefeated tab. You have it on the insoles, gonna say Undefeated, but you have your gold 24 karat game time Clydes. The other difference is in back on the, you see that little red patch there, that's only on the Undefeated collabs, I do believe. I could be wrong, but from the pictures I've seen for the regular release, it's not like that. So again, I could be wrong, but it is what it is. So this would be my number one all-time, would never get rid of shoe. And at a minimum, I wear this shoe at least once a year on the King's birthday, and that's what it is. And his name is King, so it's not like I'm just giving him a nickname or whatever. So Puma Clyde Undefeated game time 24 karat gold. That's the only number one shoe I have. Now the rest just in any random order. I had to go with the Jeff Staple Pigeons. I just thought overall it was a dope shoe. It's a made in Japan, so you know the quality is just ridiculous. There's not much really to say about this one. You have poo-poo stain on the insole. Of course, you have your pigeon. Like I said, the quality of the suede is just ridiculous. Pigeon out on the tongue, your standard bottom. They replaced the the suede and the Clyde. They put pigeon on the side. Tumbled leather throughout. It's just amazing quality. And it took me a long time to get it back. So these were in 01. No, these didn't come out in 01. I think it was like 09 or something. But yeah, it took me a long time to get them back. Like 10 years to get it back. So Puma Pigeons. It's that simple. Here's what it is. Moving on to the next one. Get rid of that. This pair, just because it's here. Nothing special. It's an old pair of Puma Clydes. It's got like a hunter green, dark green, forest green, whatever you want to call it. Still, as you can tell, it's older by the yellow sole, but it's still completely intact. I still wear it. It's one of the better releases from Puma, because it does have that nice fat cushion tongue. And the reason why this is in my top 5 is because this is actually the oldest shoe that I have. This shoe is from 1993. So I'm pretty sure this shoe is older than some of the people watching this video. Just is what it is. So 1993 Puma suede. Nice. It is a little rough sometimes because the bottom, like I said, it is older. It's a little slicker. The grip is going, but everything is still intact, and it still gets worn to this day. So it actually was manufactured in July of 1993. So that's what, number 3. Get rid of that. We'll go with this one because it's up top. A lot of you will recognize this from the ever elusive Japan Monster Pack. These are the Puma Moth Kings, and I like this. It's just the way it was designed. Overall design, like, I love Godzilla. I used to watch him on Saturday mornings. The older movies with the black and white, you know, with the guy in the costume looking crazy, stomping all over Japan. Every episode, the same people get stepped on. But when Puma released this pack, for some reason, they made less of this one than the entire pack. I think there's 72 of all the other ones, and I want to say 40 or 50 something of this one. But I mean, this is the most mythical creature. If you follow the whole Godzilla thing, she's like the queen, and it's just overall dope shoe. You have your pony hair, which I love. It's not even trimmed all the way. It's just kind of like hanging over all along the sides, on the back here. And then you have like the eye. You have the moth print, which is kind of like a stitched material. It's like thread. It's not like your other material where it's kind of painted on. This is actually like thread type material, if that makes sense. Again, on this side, you have that moth print. You have your Puma tag. You have your moth on there. And on the inside of every shoe, it has listed their skills and their attributes. So this is fire arcs, energy beam, and poison darts. There is a printed insole, and that theme runs with the entire Japanese monster pack. So these would definitely be in my top 5, just for the simple overall look of it. Like I said, it's just one of those shoes that's definitely going to turn heads. It's a starter piece, and since, you know, I'm a fan of the Godzilla and all those good things, it was nice to add it to the collection and get the entire pack. The entire pack is dope. So, but out of the entire pack, this would easily be my favorite, which is a lot of people's favorites. So there's number 4, Moth King. And finally, the last one, I guess, is kind of a 2-part. So you have your Alexander McQueen crocodile mids. These are the mids with the matching sandals, flip-flops, slides, whatever they're called from where you are. People call them different things, but it's, yeah, these are crazy. I brokered this deal. It was from a guy in Russia. Yeah, I was still active duty. You know, classified stuff, but we met up, and yeah, he made me a deal, and I jumped on it. Yeah, I think it was in his, I can't remember what the currency was, but as far as when it converted to US, oh, it was a steal. Because these were going for, I want to say, $3,000 when they came out. And there's only, what is it, 110, 100, something like that. This is number 12. This is number 12, and like I said, it does come with your matching sandals, slides, you know, whatever you want to call it. And I like about these are the imprints on the inside match the outside. So that's what those are. So again, Crocodile Mid Crocs from Alexander McQueen, Puma collab. One of the most limited. This is definitely my highest retail value shoe of all time. It's ridiculous. I would never pay the full price, and I have seen a few not in this condition and they still go for a lot. So there's my top 5, and I probably would challenge someone else to do top 5, but everybody's gonna do it anyway. So with that being said, it's your boy Mr. Red King. Make sure you give a follow to We Are Puma. Again, shout out to Just In Puma and Optuan for the challenge, and let's see who's up next. It's your boy Mr. Red King. Be breezy.